Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set, 8, read. Here we go. Right up.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Drop, rock it. Check, crunch. 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
You draw quarters.
Play action. It's Tannehill. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's caught. Block it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
61, matchbox, right. Hey, stand off. Kill. Hey, orbit. Big grip.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Time to get in there. I don't know why this team showed up.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let them know. Let's go. Undercut. Over. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Leo. Check 13. Out. Check safety. Watch twist. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Roll out. Check. Snap.
Now it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Tannehill on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
Again, Tannehill. Dorsett making the catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the run. You go take. Pilot, 64, weak. You got it.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down and goal. Tannehill under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Our time. It's our time. 54 is Mike. 54. Grab it. Grab it. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. We're going to get this. You're all mine. Go. Check. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Play action. Haskins. He sets to fire deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Check 50. Check 50. Look at
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Second quarter in Cleveland. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. On 1st down, Swift. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They go play action with Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down 10 at the 13-yard line.
Got it. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Whip. Watch the whip. Showing it. Mike 22. Let's go, G.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Slam. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 54. Mike 54. All day. Deuce. Kill. Turn. Kill.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the shot now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
70, Indy. Bravo. 53, Mike. Check. Hard. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hustle.
Now Tannehill. It's complete to Lockett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
Hey, Steve 6. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Edwards now on first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check your hot read. 80 weapon.
Now on second and 13. Haskins setting up the screen here to Edwards. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We taking wins home. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's close now. Army. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Third down, here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
60 Pittsburgh. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the slip. Watch it.
It's caught. Block it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's get it. Go. Touchdown. Off. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here. 54, Mike 54.
Now Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Tannehill now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Tannehill. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He'll find Metcalf. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tannehill now to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got Lockett. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And there's a chance for them to end the game. An incompletion, it's probably over. But how big was that one, though, to keep this game going?
That's the conversion of the game right now, no doubt. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
One set. Mike 57. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Bandit. Bandit. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Check, 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 check. Shift. Watch the shift. Slam, slam, slam.
Haskins to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Leo. Shrink that ball.
He'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneous.